This is where I'm at today. I've got a grudge with this game. I owned this game on the Sega Saturn, and I never did get to complete it because my Sega Saturn's memory battery kept dying out on me when I was a kid, and when I was a snot-nosed kid, hell if I knew how to replace a penny battery in a Sega Saturn, I'll tell you. So this is one of those games that I've never actually completed, but I've gotten to about halfway quite a lot. So I'm very intrigued to see how far I'll get in this game, given the state of affairs.
In a second-hand set of dimensions.
In a
In
second-hand
an astral
third.
plane that was never meant to fly.
My god. Now, if you talk about a game with annoying sound design, Discworld is one of those games that decided it would do the most annoying sound effects in the world.
A sinister plot is about to unfold.
But fully voice acted. Granted, there's like 5 people voice acting the entire game, but... Don't worry guys, just say Dragon Good twice and we'll just repeat it over and over. Primo animation. Man, look how many bits are on screen at once. There's death. Discworld protagonist.
Next week for my usual special.
Wah, 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 wah. God, this is the most...
Hey, what's where you going? See you soon.
Ha ha ha. Death, Death's one of the better characters in the Discworld franchise. He's such a van.
Leave me alone! Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me out. Oh, just bugger off!
Bugger.
That's better. It's on nights like this I could just murder a good curry.
Hard to die, British comedy. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, hands up. Who's
This
there?
is a stick-up.
Hands.
It is a traditional stick-up.
Hands up. Why? What's happening? It's a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional. A well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You
Righto.
being a victim, and me being the aforementioned mugger. Now please, put your hands up. Hold on to you, what's the names? I haven't got all night, you know. Just do it, alright? Okay. I
suppose he's supposed to Shadow is supposed to have a little knife in his hand. Looks a bit wobbly though.
Peace. Now, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you just...
Oh yes, there's just no sound of a dragon. A tiger. Oh god, the sound's so bad.
Unseen University. The home of the greatest wizards on the Discworld. And one or two of the worst.
It's like they gathered up every single stock sound in existence for one game.
Now, listen carefully. With all these rumours of a dragon... But sir, dragons don't exist. At least, not unless people believe in them. Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this
traditional
dragon
lip syncing
and
to shame.
destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me. As for the who, well, I know of the ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you.
Did he just not want to voice that line? That's weird. It's normally voiced. Ah yes, the narrative really needed a reason for the mouse to be sentient from the saliva of Rincewind and then into a magical thing and then down here. 1 second. Well, first of all, this music's doing right down. That's better. So yeah, this is the most point-and-click adventure game you'll ever see in your entire life.
That doesn't work.
What do you mean? I want to see it.
That doesn't work. Unseen University. Thaumaturgy 101. Failed. Well, it's not little trinkets and paperwork that really count in life. I've got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
Yes. Rincewind, our protagonist, is basically the massive shitheel of the entire wizarding community, and he just barely gets by, and they keep him in a weird cupboard. We'll come back for you, luggage. Right now, I'm just going to look at this guy over here.
Yes. A mysterious shape, a sinister shape, a shape fraught with shapeness. It must be a plot element. Otherwise, there'd be a better label.
Yeah. This is almost a parody of click adventure games. I don't know.
See?
I don't want to know about the door. Go away. It's almost like a parody of click adventure games because there's so much convolution to this game. It's almost like they know that. Oh my god, no! Come down here. They almost like they know that click adventure games are stupid and convoluted. But man, they take it to the nth degree in this game. You'll see what I mean as we go along. But you know, it's one of these games where it asks you to just take giant leaps in logic.
Art criticism was never a strong point of the University Trust.
Yes, right, Rinsting. And they go out their way to do such arbitrary things. I don't want to go down and look at that statue. I've got my inventory right here. I don't think I can increase this. Later on I get more, but...
Oh, sod it, I'm all lost now.
No.
Ah, if it isn't young Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Fuck you, sir.
Quite. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumors about this dragon that supposedly is terrorizing the town.
It's still so goddamn loud.
Classic, fire-breathing, city-toasting.
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the Unseen University is properly represented in the attempt to dispose of it. If some yokel...
Actually, sir, what are wizards for?
Wizards are firmly behind big dinners. And if you want to keep on eating yours, you'll go and see about this dragon.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically exist.
I've got to mess around with the sound in a minute. It's so bloody loud.
Dragons exist if you believe in them. And the average man in the street does believe in them. or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they
Sound
think we've
logic.
gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
Not really.
Shut up! Not interested in excuses. Too much sloppy thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. You still here? Standing around like something unhygienic? Do it now!
Fuck you, sir. Yeah, I just wanted a hot minute to mess around with the sound. I know I was kind of mussing around a bit there, but man, it was blasting my eardrums out. And quite frankly, the sound design in this game isn't all that great. Like I said before, the voice acting all around in this game is that's quite impressive given the time it came out. We're talking Sega Saturn here, where we were still having PlayStation games that couldn't even get past the whole text adventure rubbish. But like I say, impressive until you kind of realise there's about
Looks
5
like a
voice
witch
actors in the
transportation
entire game
device. One of the older models, I presume.
who have just done every voice. And that's being generous. I don't even think there is 5 voice actors in this game. So yeah, logically...
Straw tied to a stick. Technically, I suppose it is a broom.
I mean, you know, whatever you say, Wincy. So logically, I need a book, and so what I need to do is I need to pick up a broom. It's very important that I do this. So this is the library. This game always expects you to know a thing or two about the Discworld dynamic, and it also has 2 jokes throughout the entire game that are so prevalent, I wonder, they almost become anti-jokes, do you know what I mean? Where they've been told so much, you start thinking they know it's not supposed to be funny. It's kind of interesting.
Yes, I think perhaps our best move would be to keep slightly upwind of this one. Well, that and keep out of...
Sleazy man.
Hey, buddy.
Who, me?
Have you ever thought about the advantages of owning land on the Fremenwanger Peninsula?
Isn't that all underwater?
That's just its advantage, friend. Think of it. A seaside retreat where the sea can actually be the one total dominating element of the view.
So there was an aspect about this character that is not immediately obvious because of the pixel art on him. And is one of the things that I got really stuck on during the beginning half of this game. And also, here's our dialogue tree. You can be angry, you can be questionable, you can be jokey, you can be just general conversation. Quite honestly, the only one you really need to do is questionable, but you get some pretty good retorts, and I like being a sarcastic bastard.
With your words?
L space. The library is a nexus of L space. Within these shelves, all possible pasts and futures can be found. Frankly, it's making me feel a bit ill.
See, I was going to make like a joke earlier on about, oh look, the lip syncing, it's just one animation over and over. And they almost criticise themselves within their own dialogue.
Right, well, don't be a stranger.
So yeah,
Cheers.
the aspect about this guy that you probably can't even tell on here, I'll give you a hot second to try and figure it out, is he has a banana in his ear. I mean...
Golden banana?
Golden banana? And now you can ask about the golden
What's that
banana.
doing in your ear?
Now that's my special ticket into the library. It can get you into the shelves. It can get you any special service from the librarian you want. There's only one of these in existence.
Yeah, but why is it in your ear?
The mystic nature of the universe is not to be discussed idly. Let us say that with our thoughts we make the world, and that reality is only as we perceive it to be.
Like dragons?
Uh-huh, could be.
So why is that banana in your ear?
What banana?
Look, I've had enough of this. How much do you want for it?
For what?
For the banana.
It's not for sale. Not for all the gold in the kingdom, buddy. Not for all the gold in the kingdom.
What, really?
No, not really. I mean, bring me all the gold in the kingdom and the banana's yours.
Right, well, don't be a stranger.
I'm sure
Cheers.
that'll come up later. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is a thing that stuck me very early on when I first played this game as a kid, and it's such a stopgap. This is a guide-centric game, and you bet you me, yeah, when I get to about the point where I got to when I was a kid and I have no idea what the hell is going on in this game, you bet I'm going to be using a guide, like, to get past certain things if I get real stuff.
On close examination, this would seem to be some sort of subtropical arboreal ape.
A magical accident in the library turned the librarian into an orangutan. He has since resisted all efforts to turn him back, much preferring the handy long arms, the prehensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in public.
And there's our weirdo and narrator. For some reason, they felt the need to insert him into the thing. And every now and then, he'll give you drops from the Discworld. Because like I say, this game does expect you to know some tidbits about the Discworld or Colour of Magic fiction in order to actually comprehend some of the puzzles in it. And that guy kind of gives you the small tidbits, but there's things like knowing the attitude of the monkey. I say monkey and I get attacked.
Hey there, old mollusk. What can you tell me about L-space? Yeah. Yeah, I see, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, I see. So what you're saying is that L-space is a means of time travel available only to librarians, which is essentially too complex a subject to convey with hand gestures and grunts. Yes, I thought so. But look, if I did have to go into L-space, say, to go back to another time, you could help me?
L-space is the distortion of space caused by big collections of books. Just picture some of those old second-hand bookshops, which look like they were designed by Isha on a bad day. They invariably have more staircases than stories, and rows of shelves that end in little doors, which are surely too small for humans to enter. This distortion of space has a similar inevitable effect on time.
Alright, so this is kind of jumping forward in the story, the fact that I was able to get this information now, but I just want to point out how convoluted it was for me to receive that information, because that's the stopping point. No, shut up, go away. That's the stopping point that I got to in the previous episode. I got to this point, got past this because I basically clicked everything in the entire universe, and then I was able to move on. Anyway, can I talk to you?
This seems like
I think I got a question.
May I take a book from the library, please? Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for. Oh! A library card! Oh, why didn't you say so in the first place? What happens if I just barge in without giving you a library card? Yes. Now look, unfortunately, I don't have one ape. Ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
And there they are.
This seems like a good cue.
They're the two.
This seems like...
Game, please.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs? I see. Yes.
Yes, they very much consist of this is the joke of the librarian. Also, you see the last two jokes of that story block.
Right. Look, is there someone else here that I can speak to? Well, you know, someone who isn't a monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
So.
No, I'll come back and get a book later. Yes, I've given up. No, not gibbon, monkey. Ape! Oh, damn! Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Hope you enjoyed that
this
joke.
This seems like a...
Because it's gonna get old real fast, because every time the word monkey is uttered in this game, that dude comes along and Tarzans and beats the shit out of you, or whoever's nearby who said the word monkey. Not because they said it at him, just because they said the word monkey. And also the donkey cock reference. Whenever someone's knocked out in this game, they'll like to say, "Did you get the number of that donkey cock?" And I said it that way very particularly because there's one dude later on who says it like that, and I found it incredibly hilarious when I was a kid. So, what is it saying now that I know this is a dragon?
Yes. A mysterious...
No, doesn't give a fuck. Anyway, I have acquired broom.
This sodding thing hasn't got a doorknob.
But more importantly, I also need to get into my cupboard. Thank God for magic, eh? For some reason it's requiring me to double click on these. You might as well keep the coin pounce on you at all times, but the broom makes sense, right? Come on, shitlord, let's go. Oh my god. No, I want to leave. Ah! Don't double click on things when you just want to travel. I shouldn't talk bad of the luggage. He's the most reliable character in this game. He's better than Wintering. If I could just be the actual luggage, I would be. The dining hall's there and the kitchen's down there, but we'll deal with that when we get to that, eh? Yeah? For now, let's go back into this convoluted conversation. So what do you think our chimpanzee friend here actually wants?
Here, boy! Here, luggage!
Good luggage. Guess what? The luggage had a banana. Don't question it.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs?
So basically, there is an archive of bananas in this game. So you can bribe the librarian without having a library card, so it's not like anything new. Also, I'm going to deal with this right now. Get up here and get one of these. Much better. Can I do Wintering now? Nope. I think it just expands when you get to a point where you need to have 4 items. Maybe chapter 2 or something like that. Anyway, I have the book now, so I'm going to talk to the shitlord owner of this place. And it continues to be a angsty little poop face.
As far as leaders go, the only reason I'd follow him into battle is out of curiosity. Golden thingamies. It must be good to be the Arch-Chancellor.
I mean, I kind of do like Wintering's like Sark in this game. It's one of the things that keeps me going.
Standing around like something unhygienic. Run down to the... Once we... Do it now!
Do it now! So as you can see, you can't just engage in conversations. You need to shove things into people's faces. Very traditional click adventure game time style.
Excellent. Good lad, Breakwind.
So never resist the urge to shove things in people's
We now have
faces.
the formula to construct Requelemento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer. With the device in our hands, we'll be able to track the creature and trap it like a wildebeest.
You mean like a rat, sir?
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got a
Certainly.
good firm grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard. Go forth and fetch the elements we need to construct this device. I'll see that your performance is brought to the attention of the university board when we review your grant next year. We may only halve it, for example.
Sir, have I ever told you of my ambition to be a yak?
It can be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian. Now, gonna move on. We need a staff of tumultuous termaturgy, a spiral of never-failing induction, a miniature creature of excitable chitters, and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Oh, is that all?
Well, a sample of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Dragon's breath?
Yes. Any problems with that? No? Good. Well, don't just stand there. Off you go.
Yeah,
So,
choke on a dick, sir, I should say. What's that, Windstring? Oh, don't worry about it, sir.
Featherwind detect... Feather detect
Alright,
dragons from
there is a way to look at the book. Can... How look at book?
Feather detect dragons from a
Okay, double click book. Look at book. So we need these set items and dragon's breath.
Dragon's breath? Look!
Originally, you wouldn't really know what the hell you're doing here.
A miniature creature of excitable chitters.
I think we'll see this weird imp as soon as we come across it.
A spiral of never-failing induction.
This thing, when you see it, doesn't look anything like a coil.
A staff of tumultuous thaumaturgy.
Just a staff, who gives a fuck.
A
And,
container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
and it's an iron pan, quite honestly. And so at some point we need to figure out how to get an iron pan. So we've got. You probably can surmise a few things from the whole endeavours we just went through to see that we're now on our first fetch adventure, which is this game. Yes, the entire game is a fetch adventure. You know, point and click at its finest.
Well, this one's not a statue. I think this one used to be a frog out in the garden. Ah, well, he never should have asked to be turned into a handsome plinth.